CCTV systems are widely used around the world for surveillance and security. From residential homes to office buildings and schools, CCTV systems have taken security to new levels. They are also used to enforce the law, from traffic violations to identifying murderers. In industries that operate in harsh and hazardous environments, CCTV systems are used not only for security purposes, but also for process monitoring. This includes detecting gas leaks, smoke, fire, and even overheated joints of machinery. This video will outline the basic uses of CCTV systems in harsh environments, applicable standards, the engineering output process, and the main components of the system. Most CCTV systems are used for two purposes: surveillance and security. Over time, CCTV systems have evolved from the simple monitoring of people, traffic, and equipment to enhanced capabilities such as facial recognition and thermography. Some of its uses include safety and incident management. CCTV cameras are strategically placed in critical areas such as refineries, drilling sites, pipelines, and storage facilities. These cameras allow operators to monitor potential hazards, equipment malfunctions, and employee safety. In case of any incident or emergency, CCTV footage can be reviewed to understand the root cause and aid in investigation efforts. The applicable standards for CCTV systems are fewer than most other systems. There are no ABS or DNV regulations, requiring that specific areas should be under CCTV surveillance. However, in some instances the client, owner may submit their security plan which includes CCTV surveillance, but it would not be under any regulation. The standards that apply are industry standards like MJPEG, MJPEG4, H264, H265 and ONVIF. These are interoperability standards to ensure compatibility between certain types of cameras and video management systems. A typical engineering project flow for a CCTV system installation begins with the planning stage, where specifications, standards and plant layout are taken into consideration. Next is the placement stage, which includes drawing block diagrams and deciding the type of cameras for specific locations. The third stage is to conduct a CCTV coverage study using simulations to understand the type of coverage the system has. Then is the testing stage with the factory acceptance test and site acceptance test, and finally, the handover. We now take a look at the main components of a CCTV system. One of the most important is the explosion-proof camera. This camera has many versions, including the PTZ or pan, tilt, zoom. Pan is rotation horizontally and tilt is rotation vertically. Zoom capabilities may depend on the brand, where for example PELCO cameras come with optical zoom where the lens can zoom up to 30 times. There is also digital zoom where using image processing it is possible to zoom even more. Other features include a sunshade, which protects against glaring, the window wiper activated from a keyboard, a washer tank with a nozzle, and a heater can also be attached for environments where the temperature fluctuates significantly. This is because a mist-like fog can build inside the camera lens, which is removed using a heater or blower. This particular camera comes in both 2 megapixels and 6 megapixels versions. Another type of camera is the thermal camera. Here you see the PELCO version of it. On one side is a normal camera which has a CCD detection device. CCD stands for charged coupled device. On the other side is a thermal camera. The thermal camera uses a detection device called uncooled microbolometer which detects infrared rays. Some of the uses of thermal cameras include detecting an oil leak in water, detecting people in the dark, and to detect overheated joints. The next type of camera commonly used are indoor dome cameras. There are different specifications such as infrared LED, which is different from the thermal camera. This camera's sensitivity is determined by lumens. If the level of light is under a certain amount, the camera automatically switches to black and white. Another component are viewing stations. Featured here is the Video Expert desktop workstation. It is a regular computer with a software, usually called Ops Center by PELCO. That computer is connected to a keyboard and joystick which controls the cameras and any additional features. Often included is an enhanced 3D mouse and keyboard, video wall. Next is the video management server. When using the brand PELCO, there are a number of options such as rack mount or tower type. There are also different RAID types, which is how the backup is configured. You must consider the hard disk space and RAID level when selecting a server. Finally, we have the monitors. When choosing a monitor, you need to consider the type of interface required, VGA, DVI or BNC, which will influence the type of cable used. It is important to note that while CCTV systems provide valuable benefits, privacy and data security concerns should also be addressed. Proper access controls and encryption measures should be implemented to safeguard sensitive information obtained through these systems. Additionally, compliance with relevant data protection laws and regulations is essential.